Welcome, everybody. Welcome in live on Penalty Box Radio. We are presenting the 9/11 Memorial Game featuring Team 7 Element versus the Nashville Fire Department. I'm Peyton Turnage, and I'm pleased to be joined alongside by Justin Bradford this evening. And Justin, we were talking a bit off the air. This is supposed to be a friendly game, but you were telling me that this might be anything but leading into this.
Well, it's hockey, Peyton, and when you're out there playing a hockey game, emotions can get the best of you, but they're all doing it because they love the game. They're doing it in honor and in memory of so many that lost their lives on 9/11, so it's just great to see this annual event still take place even during the pandemic.
And the fire department will be wearing the purple uniforms with white numerals, and Team 7 Element will be wearing the white uniforms with teal lettering. In goal for the Nashville Fire Department, it's number 1, Corey Fisher. He's got a cool-looking uniform. He's got the fire department-looking uniform with black and the white and gold reflective stripes. And in goal for 7 Element, it is Jerry Thaxton. As you see, we are already underway here at Ford Ice Bellevue. Again, glad to have you with us on Penalty Box Radio. A turnover in 7 Element, going to bring it up on the fly. Left wing crossing in. Here's Scott Wren with a shot. Score! Early marker. At 21 seconds, Wren from the bottom of the circle lets it rip for the first goal of the game.
He ripped that, found his spot, and he was looking the whole way. Fisher just wasn't able to track it down, and Fisher's played a lot of these types of games before, but he just wasn't able to track that one down.
Just a little bit of daylight left between the blocker and the post, and that was it. That's all she wrote. So already, we should mention there are 12-minute periods, and 7 Element has the first goal at 21 seconds. Here's another break-in and a chance for King, a dish backdoor, and another goal quickly for 7 Element. 2 shots, 2 goals, and a 2-0 lead.
What a cross-ice pass to find the open man there, and just the dangle. The dangle made Fisher bite, had a wide-open net, and almost Craig Smithed it, but did not do that.
So 7 Element, goodness gracious, on the board early.
Number 16, Chad Rush with the goal, I believe.
That looks like it. So Chad Rush, as Fire Department gets their first look at possession. It's dumped in on the wing by Jeff Frankenstein, fed on the far side wing. 7 Element trying to send it up the middle. Held in by Kalbaka, and a shot over top of the net, over the shoulder of Jared Thaxton, again in net for Team 7 Element. 1 minute gone, already a 2-0 lead for 7 Element. Again, they are in the white uniforms, and the Nashville Fire Department in the purple. Back into the zone it goes. Chased back by Nick McGahee, number 3. He'll hand it off to his left. Pass given away in the middle. Kalbaka again tried to find his man down low, Jimmy Nally. It's sent wide into the far side corner. 7 Element cruising up. Pass off a skate in the neutral zone. It went off of Nate Hope, and it's picked back up by the Fire Department defense. Crossing in Frankenstein, 47, coming in, shooting low. That one knocked down and gathered into by Thaxton. Ooh. Stick and then put into the pads for the stoppage.
There was a juicy rebound right there, and Thaxton was able to clobber it back in, but it was sitting right there, a juicy one. Easily could have been popped in, but was able to control the puck finally after making that save.
2 shots apiece so far, and a 2-0 lead for 7 Element. Face-off will be in the Nashville Fire Department offensive zone. Ryan King comes in on the draw and wins it back. NFD sends it wide. Chowda Tolan fired the shot wide on the glove side. Seri pass looking to the slot. Right there was King screening the front of the net, now out of the circle. Fire Department pass down low, right there in front, and missing at the side of the goal was Tolan, who had an open look on the near side. Now a shot from the slot, misses high as Robinson Hunt fired it over top of the glove side.
Big regret there.
It's a shot from the blue line, missing, and the rebound comes off the right wing for Tolan. Threw it into the middle. 7 Element able to pick it off and sky one out to the neutral zone. Coming back in on the left wing, here's Jason Thomas. Trying to put one on net and sets fire back out to center. Off a deflection, no icing.
Yeah, that was a good finally a first possession for Nashville Fire Department. Get a couple shots at least towards the net. Try to maintain possession. That was the first time they were able to do it all game.
Buck tried to be held back into the zone and now coughed up near the blue line. Here's Robinson Hunt. Pass intercepted. Carried out Sean Prim. Centered in front. Knocked down by the stick of Jeff DeLuca. Skating right out for 7 Element. For now, a 2-on-3 rush. Pass goes left wing. Vlasic was looking for help right in front and deflected over top. A point-blank chance for DeLuca. Didn't get out. Now into the slot and missing it. Coming across to his left was Chad Rush. Near side pass knocked down in the middle, and Nashville Fire Department will bring it back out through center along the near side. Holding wide. It's centered in front and across the far wing, intercepted, brought out 7 Element again. There's a drive, left wing, blockers save. Fisher had to be quick on that, a heavy slapper. Normally in these friendly games we don't see slap shots, Justin, but we saw that attempted by 7 Element.
Mashburn put everything she had behind that one. Wanted to put it in the back of the net.
What do you think, a good 80 miles per hour behind that?
I don't know, but there was definitely plenty of, angst.
Fire Department crossing back in again. 7 Element now coming out of their own zone. Pass goes along the right wing. Morsiglio brings it back in. Joe Morsiglio dishes to the near side. One-timer. Oh, Fisher got a piece, and it goes off his shoulder and lands on top of the net for the one-time chance for Joe Rosvold.
Heads-up play by Corey Fisher there, just to at least get his body in front of it. Got his shoulders up, which deflected it to the top of the net there. But 7 Element, they're pressuring, always on the rush, looking for those cross-ice passes. So the Nashville Fire Department got to block those passing lanes.
7 Element's got their skates behind them, too. They've really picked up the pace, and they've been very creative on the offense, getting everyone, even from defense to offense, involved.
Absolutely.
O'Loughlin caught up in the corner for the Fire Department. 7 Element behind the goal again. Trying to come out in front was, I believe that was Chad Rush, back to the blue line, held in by Morsiglio. Far side. Sent back to the point, Savannah Mashburn. Dropped it down, Joe Rosvold. Through the goal mouth, went off the goal stick of Fisher to the near side, and the puck played with a high stick, so we get a whistle. Should mention, too, that, I was going to say anytime there was a stoppage, the clock was going to keep going, but we do actually have a stoppage of the clock with 7:28 left in period 1 and a 2-0 lead for 7 Element.
And how about this? One official during this game, so it is a friendly, but you have Keith Grooms out there, a master woodsmith, also with the sled preds. He's all about hockey, but he's official for today's game, so major props to him for officiating today's game.
He's doing the heavy work tonight. A one-man show. Here comes NFD again. They'll dump in on the right side. Jimmy Nally gets it in deep, looking for Frankenstein. Intercepted instead by McGahee. And 7 Element. Far side pass off a skate. Nashville Fire Department putting it back in the offensive zone, but a pass was missed. Looking for Nally. Loose puck in the middle part of the neutral zone. Sent ahead on the sprint is Tintillo. His shot fired wide. Rebound near side. Turned in front by Doyle, who's got a goal in this one. And the puck back behind the Nashville Fire Department net. And one of the defenders lost his stick, so it's a free puck for 7 Element. In the corner left side. Ricky Tantillo, that's picked off and played back in the 7 Element end. On his horse as Jimmy Nally can't get there in time. It's picked up behind the goal, behind Thaxton's net. Shots are 7-3, 7 Element with a 2-0 lead. NFD trying to get on the board. You got to think they'll pick up some momentum if they do so, as it's taken from the Nashville Fire Department into the ice by Lackey. Near side pass, Scott Wren. Into the middle, misses man on the left wing, Tolan back into the 7 Element zone. D to D pass, Nate Hope. Banked it off the boards instead, it went off the skate of Wren, and then bounds up and somehow goes through the netting and into the seats.
Which you can tell Nashville Fire right now trying to slow that pace down. 7 Element controlling the pace a lot, especially on the rush. Nashville Fire trying to slow it back, getting it back on D, resetting, but they got to establish some zone time. They really need to establish the zone time.
And Justin, let's go ahead and explain sort of why we're here. Obviously glad to bring you this coverage here on Penalty Box Radio's Facebook page, but as you've noticed, no fans have been allowed in the building because of the concerns of COVID-19. So again, we're glad to bring you the action. Here's a break for DeLuca off the shoulder and out of play. Fisher getting his arm on it.
And one of the big things here, the Nashville Fire Department, a lot of them are playing in honor or memory of many folks. Jimmy Nally, number 12, playing as for firefighter Jesse Reed. Craig Helvacka playing for firefighter Mike Malone as well.
And lots of them, too, playing for friends and family. Near and dear to the hearts, of course. Puck is back behind the Nashville Fire Department net off the left side. As it kind of rode along the dasher, Thomas waited for it, handed it back, and DeLuca gives the pass on the far side. Brian Bailey. He's kind of the grand poobah of this thing, isn't he, for 7 Element?
Ryan Bailey's the boss man. He's the boss.
Here's Calvaca, and Fire Department has a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Calvaca coming in. Left wing shot. That's easily handled by Thaxton. And a whistle with 5:05 left in period 1, and the shot's 8-4, 7 Element.
Going through the list here, Scott Wren, Nashville firefighter, playing for his wife Tammy. And you have Mike Brenkert playing for his mom. Brent McClure playing for firefighter Brad Curd. Robinson Hunt playing for EMT Maria Pothast as well.
Left circle draw, won by Nashville Fire Department, but the pass is going to come outside the line. Had to be regathered by Brian O'Loughlin. Into the middle, good pass, 3-on-2. Sean Prim down the left circle, cuts to the slot, shoots, just misses on the glove side. And 7 Element with a break of their own. That one missed by a hair, Justin.
That was probably the best opportunity for the fire department to get on the board here.
O'Loughlin on the near wing, spun off on a hit. Maybe a brush of the shoulders. It's back to the 7 Element zone. Near side pass, Chad Rush closing in, head up all the way, got a man to the net, pass in the middle. Unable to get a stick on it was Joe Rosvold. Ryan King on the far side wing feeds the middle. Brought in. I believe that's Robinson Hunt, if I'm not mistaken. He cuts in wide, centers in front, just deflected wide as O'Loughlin just missed there on the backdoor pass. 7 Element trying to gather it back up. Chad Rush taking a moment. He's got the old Pittsburgh Penguins looking pants from the Reebok era. Black and gold as it's back in the Nashville Fire Department zone. 3:32 to play, 52 rather to play first period. High shot, rebound poked in. Shot taken by Rush, the rebound put in by Rosvold, and 7 Elements running away early. 3-0 your score.
That's where 7 Element creating turnovers right there at the blue line, able to keep it in, get it deep on net, picking up the rebound and popping it right in there. That's one of those goals I think Corey Fisher's going to want back. He had the initial stop but wasn't able to keep it control of it.
That's one of those go to the net, get rewarded kind of plays too.
Absolutely.
Again, 7 Element, they've had better pace so far. Here's a turnover, maybe 3-on-1 if they hurry. Down low, Nashville Fire Department, a centering pass out of midair. Oh, that almost found some daylight, and it ends up behind the goal and back to center. Played back in by Scott Wren. Bobby Brady, number 11, will skate up. Fires one through the neutral zone. Right back on Josh Lackey. He'll cross in right wing all by himself. Shot blocker down by Jared Thaxton. Kind of a double whammy for the Fire Department. They got a tough goalie to beat too.
Yeah, and hey, at least they're getting some shots on net and trying to build that confidence. But still got to maintain some better possession and get some more pucks deep on the net with some high danger opportunities.
You didn't say pucks in deep now, did you?
I said pucks in deep, and people are going to roll their eyes. I'm talking high danger opportunities in a friendly game.
George Matarangas might be proud of you. Puck is loose in the Fire Department zone. We got an arm up on the play. And I'm not sure if it's high sticking or the puck touched with a high stick.
Waiting for the signal here.
Yeah, waiting to see how things settle out. It's a penalty for high sticking. Now, are we going to have a power play or a penalty shot? This comes with 2:46 left in period 1.
Looks like it'll be a penalty shot.
Oh, well.
No. Going to the box.
Okay, so it's on. Looks like
couldn't get the door open.
Number 8 for 7 Element. That was Reese Pellegrino, who's the guilty man. And like you said, they couldn't get the penalty box door open. He had to climb over the bench boards and then go in behind. So it's a power play for the Fire Department, but they had to start from their own blue line. This puck is sent up out of play into the bench.
Pandemic problems. Can't get the door open. So also wanted to highlight some other folks that are playing for their family members. Jeff Frankenstein playing for his dad, and Chowda Tolan playing for his dad as well.
Chowda! Love that name. Here are the Fire Department on the power play. Here's Chowda picking up out of the corner. Tolan spinning right side into the slot, and picked off there by John Morsiglio. Taken off down low by Hunt. He tried to lay it down. Instead, it's cleared out of the zone by 7 Element. Corey Fisher, again, he really looks like a firefighter out there. He's looking the part.
He's got the look.
Pass in the neutral zone, off Chowda, picked back up by 7 Element from their own blue line. They'll send it up. And that one is out of play again, almost in the same spot of the Fire Department bench.
Goes to a young fan from Shawinigan.
All right, Doc. This isn't NHL 15.
Gotta have a little fun here, right?
I mean, what else are we doing on a Saturday night in
that puck
September
got
during a
stuck up there.
pandemic?
I know.
All the good hockey's, well, great hockey's delayed. This is good hockey. This is some entertaining stuff. We're down to a minute 22 left on this Fire Department power play, and unfortunately they haven't been able to set up yet in the offensive zone. They'll come from their own end. Pass goes far side. That's tipped in off the stick of Kalvaka into the corner. Nally had Kalvaka in front. It comes back to the blue line. Slapper deflected, knocked down immediately off in a 7-element stick. They got a lead man and a break, a one-on-one. Coming in rush. Dipsy Deuce turns outside behind the back pass, intercepted. Trying some Globetrotter stuff. Fire Department caught on the wing and mishandling there with Sean Prim. And 7-element killing time of their own end. Nate Hope. Power play down to 38 seconds. The period is down to a minute 21. And again, 7-element with a 3-0 lead. They lead the shots 11-7. Here's a rush the other way. Lackey off the far side boards and back to center. This may be coughed up, and it is. 7-element shorthanded as a 2-on-1. Rossville the cross. Shot is handled by Fisher, and it's in the net. He got a big chunk of it, but in the net it goes. And the puck put home by Chad Rush. I believe that's his second of the game.
Okay, pardon this, but Chad Rush is always on the rush, it seems. Seriously, because he's always skating hard towards the net, and that's where he's going. He's getting those goals.
He's been the quickest guy so far in this game. He's got the hustle behind him, and now that's a 4-0 lead on a shorthanded goal with exactly 1 minute left in this first period. Nashville Fire Department trying to get on the board before the end of the period. Drive from the wing blocked. Clapper by Josh Lackey. Now, we were talking about friendly games getting chippy. I think the slap shots that are going to get blocked may provide some animosity.
Well, we'll see as the game progresses, but about to get to intermission here.
Here's Rush again. Chips it off the boards to himself. Held up on the wall. He's going to get in. Rush right circle. Hook from behind. And a penalty.
And Fisher came out big time to play that one, trying to look big in net.
So it looks like we're going to get an NFD penalty. Hooking is the call. We don't have 17 on our sheet, but 17 for the Fire Department is going to go off for 2 minutes. With 25.2 left in the period and 7-element already up 4-0.
I expect it's going to be a dangerous power play.
We'll see. Let's see if we can get some puck movement. Right down in front is cutting down to the net was Doyle back into the goal mouth and somehow missing that one in the goal crease. I believe that was Pellegrino. Fire Department, shorthanded rush, pass knocked down, and they've got numbers up ahead. It's tipped off the stick of Doyle, unable to cleanly possess it. 5 seconds left. Pass in ahead of Frankenstein. And Blasik will kill the clock, and that's the end of period 1. 4-0, 7-element over the Nashville Fire Department as period 1 concludes here in the 9/11 Memorial Game. Again, glad to have you with us on Penalty Box Radio. Justin, sum up that first period.
Domination by 7-element. Pure domination, lots of speed there. Again, this game is for fun, and the big thing is that they want to have fun out there with 7-element. You could tell they brought their ringers.
They surely did.
A lot of speed, some great goaltending as well. But the big thing is that hopefully that they're having fun out there as well, because as we all know, yesterday, paying respects to the 2,977 lives lost from the events of September 11th, 2001. And paying their respects here and honoring those, especially the firefighters, EMS crew, police officers, veterans related to what's followed the events of September 11th, and all the innocent lives lost on that day. It's a day we'll never forget, and that's why they're playing this game here, is to honor those and to pay their respects to those lives lost and those still fighting for our country as well. So it's an honor to be here, calling this game, and to watch these men and women out here playing the game that we love, the game of hockey, in honor of those that have lost their lives.
Hard to believe that tragic day was 19 years ago. And I'm sure for you, Justin, yesterday we saw all the various tributes, and obviously, we always see Never Forget. Every time we see it, too, it always conjures up the emotions felt on that day. I mean, you and I both lived through that day, and it's certainly something I will never forget as long as I live.
I never will. Senior year in high school, and watching this happen live during the school day. Still had marching band practice afterwards, and it was just weird not to see airplanes out flying, and everyone has their memories, and we'll get back to the hockey game here, but yes, we'll never forget those days, and we want to make sure we don't forget, but that we can continue to move forward and pay honor and respect to those lost.
Here's 7 Element in the final seconds of the power play. So you were a senior in high school. I was in 3rd grade, and for an 8-year-old like me at the time, I mean, you know, just as a kid, that was such I guess a dose of reality. You know, the first major tragedy I've seen, and hopefully we never see anything like that again. But, you know, something like that for someone so young, it makes such a deep impression. And I always think, too, of the tragedy, but I also think about how this country came together as one.
It did. It absolutely did. And the world will never be the same. And September 12th was a unique day in our country's history, that's for sure.
Here's a pass across. 7 Element down to the final 40 seconds of their power play. Up with a 4-0 lead. We played a minute here in period 2 again. 4-zip for 7 Element. We're in white, and Nashville Fire Department in purple. They got a 3-on-2 shorthanded. Trying the behind-the-back pass was Brian O'Loughlin. Instead, 7 Element will cross in with numbers. Bobby Brady, diving play to break it up. Nice defense.
Excellent defensive play.
Extra hustle, bringing the extra edge to it, bringing the extra 10%. Puck is loose off the near side. Final 3 seconds of the power play. Chip through center. As Nashville Fire Department, the pass missing Robinson Hunt back in the 7 Element zone. Things settle back on 5-on-5. 7 Element from their own end. Look at the 7 Element uniforms. You can't help but think of the San Jose Sharks.
I can help but think of them.
They've been hungry like a shark in this game. Puck is out of the circle, spun wide by Blashick. He'll look back to the blue line, and Nate Hope has it taken off his stick and back into the 7 Element zone yet again.
I'm seeing a little more hitch in the giddy-up from Nashville Fire right now, too.
And 7 Element definitely kind of slowing down a bit. I wonder if they've used up all their energy from that first period.
Got to put another quarter into the machine.
And as you notice, very brief intermissions. So everybody just keeping the legs going. Here's a breakout for 7 Element. It might be 3-on-1 if they hurry. Bailey shot, save, handled there by Corey Fisher with the chest near the mask.
Hey, good pressure there by 7 Element. They force a face-off into the offensive zone. I'm sure they're talking about the strategy on the bench all the time.
Well,
Beer league, baby.
The neat thing was, too, we saw 7 Element come out and warm up, and then Nashville Fire Department really took a moment. They all gathered behind the bench, and they had a huge pep talk in the minutes before this game started.
Oh boy, here we go.
They might have a chance here. Catching up to the puck on a break and trying to cut across in front. That got knocked away. As Fire Department had one of the best chances so far. Now the other way comes Rush. Yet again, dishes down low, deflected. Unable to pick it up on the left side. I think that was Rossfold that comes back over to the near wing.
There's a good defensive play by King there to lift the stick. The player rushing in.
Fire Department on their own goal again. Josh Lackey plays it along the near side. 8:44 left in the second. No goals to see here yet in the second period. And both teams have had chances with the power play. Tantillo lifted it up. That's going to go out of play into the netting.
And folks, just so you know, too, both of these organizations always have charity events going on and charities to play for and ways that they're supporting so many different good things in the community. So make sure you're visiting the Nashville Fire Hockey Facebook page for all the different ways that you can be a part of their community, and 7element.org. Great ways to support the community and supporting everyone that has given their lives and fought for our country, but as well as EMS, fire, police, Coast Guard, so many different ways that you can get involved and support them.
Down low, a deflection just missing off Blashick right in the blue paint. And we should mention too, 7 Element comprised of veterans and former first responders. Justin, can you go a little bit deeper into what they're made of and what they stand for.
Absolutely. 7 Element's a great organization started by Brian Bailey and wanted to give a place for veterans, those that have served, and as well as first responders, a place to be able to go and relax and to play. And it's all athletics, so it's not just hockey. Hockey where it started, but they focus on different community organizations and playing rec league sports. But it's providing the funds to help do this, because a lot of them, when they come back from serving, don't have the funds necessary to play hockey or to rent ice time. So they provide a lot of that to them, and it's just been a great support system. And that's what it is, as a support system to help those that have served.
And they take ticket donations, right, for Preds games?
They absolutely do. And when we're in normal times, they take ticket donations and make sure those go to veterans and their families.
They're looking good with a 4-0 lead, but here's a stretch-out pass trying to get in behind as Robinson Hunt made a move, but a great defensive play. Bobby Brava taken away again. Hunt with a shot off the glove. The rebound sent into the far side as Nashville Fire Department can't buy a goal yet.
It was close, though. That was a great save by Thaxton.
21-10 unofficially the shots right now for 7 Element.
That's a lot, Peyton.
Especially for halfway into this game. Here's a lift leg shot. The rebound is in the crease and trying to put it home top shelf. It's put in by Ricky Tantillo. Just able to sneak it in under the crossbar.
And again, it's one of those rebound opportunities. And Corey, if you go back and you watch this, I'm so sorry. Because he may go back and watch this. I don't want him to get upset with us.
The thing is, too, he's let in 5 goals, but he's had some spectacular saves in this game.
By the end of this game, his save percentage is still going to look pretty darn good.
There's a loose puck, Fire Department putting it on net. That's sticked aside by Thaxton. And a 2-on-1, 7 Element. Pellegrino with Tantillo. Pellegrino drag, shoots, and they go in. I believe it did, off the inside of the post. And a 6-0 lead.
Was that Nate Hope?
Let's see here.
You got the jersey tuck going. It looks like a 9.
So that was either, I believe you're right. I believe that was Nate Hope.
There we go. But no, it's an 8, isn't it?
That's short-term memory loss kicking in, Justin. So
hey, when the jersey's tucked, it all looks the same.
It does. I thought they outlawed that.
And 7 Element didn't even have all 5 guys on the ice.
We're having brain farts upstairs and downstairs. Here's a shot from the slot missing. Fire Department centering pass knocked down and off the far side. Now we're in trouble, Justin, because Fire Department has 17 and 27. We don't have names for them, unfortunately, so we don't know. It's a mystery of who's wearing those jerseys. Here's a break for Blasek and alone. Dishes across. Oh, and just missing it. Blasek fell hard into the inboards. Brian Bailey, the Grand Poobah, cuts outside. His high shot gets blocked, and will come back to the neutral zone for Nate Hope.
Well, here's a good thing. We didn't hear the call for medic right there.
He got right up like a good old boy. Off the backside, Nate Hope tried to put it in the goal mouth. Crashing the front was Bailey. Back out high. It's going to be held in by Thomas. Aerial pass in the slot. No one able to pick it up. Hope again. Spun off on the boards by Lackey. Trying to open up, goes back in behind. 5:25 to go here in the second. 7 Element, well, they're one short of 7 goals. They've got a 6-0 lead.
Nate Hope's a big dude.
That he is. Here's a great crossover move and a shot just missing. Robinson Hunt, and he slams his stick in the corner in frustration. 7 Element again, they've got numbers. Bailey across, just misses Rossfold. Rossfold spins out, bottom of the circle, pass off a skate. Fire Department with a step through, they couldn't get out of the zone. Now, Chief Jim Holzheimer, we haven't mentioned him, so I gotta think he's one of the mystery players. He's either 17 or 27 for the Fire Department.
How do you do that to your chief?
I know. This is publicity, man. Out of the corner, 4:33 left in the period. Fire Department in the offensive end. Trying to go behind the back, comes loose off the outside boards. Ryan King, that's picked off. The man of the hour, Chad Rush, it's coughed out in front, and a turnaround shot missing on a shot from the low part of the left circle by Jimmy Nally. 7 Element, here's Doyle, down low, pass deflected.
Good stick by Lockwood.
Very good stick. He stopped that puck dead. Trying to kick it through was Lackey. Now we're seeing a little bit of back and forth here.
And some physicality when it gets into the corners and along the boards. We're seeing him rub it out.
Some bump plays in the neutral zone, too, as Rush fires the shot low and wide on the glove side.
We're already past the half point of this game, too.
Here's a deflection right in front, Rush. That was off the pad. Blaschick held it in at the blue line. Pass is knocked down in the Fire Department zone. I think we're seeing some tired bodies out here. Guys
kind of a little tired.
The guys reluctant to go on the rush. Calvaca. And then out of the corner, 17. That's loose off his stick. 7 Element. They're looking for 7. Pass goes near side out of the reach of Tantillo.
They need another 45-second intermission.
Well, they'll get the icing at least. So a quick breather.
Happy to announce today's attendance, folks, is 0.
Well, I guess 3 if you're counting us.
We don't count. We're not paying ticket members. It's all media here, folks.
Touche. Face off. Fire Department pass that's knocked down as Tolan was there in the low slot. And guess what? 7 Element's going to bring it back up again. DeLuca left side, crossing, shooting off the shoulder. Again, Corey Fisher able to wipe it aside. Looked like the glove arm got it. Back to the blue line, Blaschick. That's going to come out, delayed offside, and Wren will pick it up for the Fire Department with 2:45 to play in the second. Unable to find it was Tolan. A turnover, 2-on-2 again. From the left side, pass deflected. Did it go in? No, off the inside of the post from DeLuca. Looked a lot like that last goal off the inside of the iron, but they said it did not cross.
And you saw that was a set play, but as much as it possibly can be in this league type of game, that was a set play. Just driving towards the net, get your stick in the right position, and man, the guy passing it put it in the perfect spot.
And unfortunately, we don't have the overhead camera to see if indeed that went in.
We don't have the type of technology at Penalty Box Ready. If you'd like to provide that for us, contact me. Thanks, Justin Bradford.
Don't contact me, I'm the wrong guy. As Thaxton was watching the play, he kind of slipped on some snow in his crease. Meanwhile, 7 Element bringing it back up. Pass goes right side to Pellegrino. Drips to the bottom of the circle. Tough angle shot gets blocked. Don't think that was a pass. He was trying to shoot it from that sharp of a side. Blaschick. He'll roll it back in. Line changes commence. 1:40 remaining in the second.
Actually, now I'm looking at number 2 is actually Manny Medina. We didn't get that roster change. Just looking because I recognize him.
We're learning things on the fly. Here's a breakout again. Thomas to the goal. Oh! Great save.
Point
Corey
blank.
Fisher. Kicked out that left leg in the nick of time. Drive from center. Off the sticking out of play. He tried the Owen Nolan shot. No good.
What a reference. That was Robinson Hunt, was it not?
It was.
That was I'm at the blue line. I'm pretty angry with the score right now. I'm going to slap it.
He must have seen just a little bit of daylight on that glove arm and thought he could hit it.
But great save by Thaxton once again.
Thaxton working on the old shutout.
You did not just do that.
I did.
You were going to get people really upset.
I think I want to see Fire Department come back in this game.
Peyton Turnage on Twitter.
Peyton _Turnage.
Peyton _Turnage.
Come at me, bro. Blaschick coming in. He gets tripped up. And Rutro, Fire Department going back to the box again.
Grooms, you're really going to call that with the score the way it is. This is playoff hockey, Keith. Let them play.
Hey, in the playoffs, they've been missing the calls.
They have been missing plenty of calls in the playoffs. And plenty of things wrong.
Should mention we are definitely not in a bubble right now.
The last thing you want to do is give the 7 Element team a power play. Less than a minute remaining in the period.
Give them a what?
Power play.
Power play. Oh, another one through the netting and into the seats.
Fortunately, no fans there to retrieve it.
Except that young lady from Schwenningen, right?
No, I think she's gone. They found her and kicked her out.
Oh. She wasn't wearing a mask.
No. Wear them, folks.
Oh, 2020. I've had enough of it. Face off right circle. 7 Element power play down to 48 seconds left in the period.
This year is a CVS receipt that won't end.
Whatever. Here's Brady shooting from the circle. The rebound opens up, but unable to pick it off the sharp side was Thomas, and a break shorthanded. Robinson Hunt 1-on-2. He tried to do the crossover, but got poked off his stick by Bobby Brady.
Good defensive play.
Brady slides it up. You say that was Medina? Yes, Medina into the middle, drop pass, and mishandled by Bailey. Breakout pass again. Robinson Hunt short-handed, had it poked out of his reach. He was going to have it now, a deflection near the goal mouth, and on the backhand, unable to shoot it. Now Hunt again, high slot shot. That's handled and knocked into the corner by Thaxton. And that is how we end the second. 6-0, 7 Element through 2 periods. 12 more minutes remain. And again, it's been a pleasure having you with us here on Penalty Box Radio. We will take you to the finish.
Still a minute left on that 7 Element power play. But hey, second period is a little more controlled. A little more controlled there.
Much slower pace for sure.
Interesting to see what the third period is going to be like. As they're getting a little tired out there, I'm sure. But still great to see him out here playing.
Some of these guys, I'm sure, haven't put skates on since what, March, maybe?
So I'm pretty sure some of them have, but not skating near as much as I'm sure everyone knows there too, because things were shut down for a few months too. So it's getting back into the swing of things.
And let's talk quickly too, because it's not really a complete shutdown. Again, we've seen a delay of the NCAA season. The NHL, we don't know when that's going to start, possibly January, maybe even early February at the latest. But there's still hockey going on here. You work with Total Package Hockey, and we still got the Nashville Junior Predators youth program. Just talk a little bit about that and how that's gone so far.
Yeah, it's been going great. They had their opening weekend last weekend. The Junior Preds took on teams from Ohio and Florida. And it's one of those things that these kids are super talented. Nashville Junior Predators, that they travel. They travel. A lot of them play in G-Nash, which is the prep hockey league here in Nashville. So you have a lot of talented student-athlete players in the Nashville area, and it's just great to see them being able to get on the ice, and they're doing things as safe as they possibly can with their education as well, with their training. And it's one of those things I'm very excited for the future, in that when we actually see a born and bred player drafted from Middle Tennessee, that time is going to come, and hopefully it comes very soon.
I think we're coming close. We saw the Elite Edge Hockey Showcase a couple of months ago. There was a kid, Cal Essemacher. Now, I'm not sure if he was born in Nashville, but definitely has high school hockey. I think he's the closest one so far.
And he plays for the Junior Preds, the 16 under team as well in Tier 1.
The cool thing is, too, these kids that play for these junior programs, they'll also play for their high school team with G-Nash. So, I mean, they're doubling up and playing a lot of hockey.
They're on the ice almost every day of the week.
Well, 47 seconds remain on the Nashville Fire Department penalty. Again, they're down 6-0. They'd love to at least get one. As we come down the stretch, we're in the third period, 30 seconds gone. 11:27 to play as a tussle ensues in the neutral zone, and it's carried back up by Chad Rush.
Whoa.
Pass knocked down. There's a rebound. Did it go? No. Fisher's got it covered. He had to look behind for a moment.
Definitely don't want to let you get the extra point here.
Well, again, 7 Element would love to live up to their name, though. 23 seconds remaining on this power play. Rush waited for it on the boards, got caught up on. And taken away up high by the Fire Department. Pass goes off far side. Jimmy Nally gets it in deep. Again, Jared Thaxton, number 4, is the goalie for 7 Element. Corey Fisher, wearing number 1, is the goalie for the Nashville Fire Department. 2-on-2 developing. Rush, near side. Gets it poked off his stick by Brinkert, or rather Lackey, and cleared out through center. Near side again, Rush. Closing in. Off a deflection, almost finding that was Rosvold, as it initially gone off the knee of the defender.
They're getting a little tired here. They're getting a little fancy with some of their passes, too.
Well, I guess if you got the lead, why not get a little creative? High slot chance. Pad save. Fisher again on a quick little wrister by Rosvold.
Fisher's had to settle into the game, is what it looks like.
A lot of the goals too that he's let in really haven't been his fault. Here's a takeaway and a breakaway, and Fisher makes the save off of Pellegrino.
I'm telling you, he just had to get a little warmed up.
Unfortunately, might be a little too late.
But like you were saying, a lot of those were second chance goals, rebound goals, and so he's been a lot better of late, especially controlling the first shot too. So like, I just get warm.
I would think the only goal I'm really going to blame him for was that first goal. Kind of missed his spot there, but other than that, he has been solid. Fire department unable to put one in the net. They've got 10:04 left in this one.
And 35 shots is what Fisher's faced, compared to Dax only facing 14.
Gonna have to face some more. 7 Element behind the net. Tantillo to the goal mouth. Rebound. Out in front, trying to find it there was DeLuca. It's put back out to the blue line. And a slap shot coming, and a glove save.
Say that shot coming from Savannah Mashburn again from the point. She loves to rip it.
That's what I'm saying. That's twice she's let a hard slapper go.
Anything, we've seen a little too much skill stick action here from 7 Element team, trying to get a little too fancy.
Winding down and up. DeLuca cuts wide. Fun little tidbit, if any other company makes a simulation NHL game, EA actually has the patent on the skill stick.
So they can't call it a skill stick.
Right. At least not the way it's designed. Tantillo. Fire department with a chance down low again. Through Tantillo. And NFD holds it up high with O'Loughlin putting it back behind the net. Centering pass right there. Backhander off the side of the net for Prim. Now that is as close as they've come. O'Loughlin again toward the front. That's off the stick of a 7 Element defender. They'll bring it back up. DeLuca into the middle. Working it back in. Bailey cuts across the high slot. Rather, that's Tantillo. Top of the circle. Holding it DeLuca. They let him go with it. Mashburn with a wrister that time misses the net. Tantillo spinning, lost his footing. That's a giveaway and a breakout pass. Just shallow for Hunt, but he strips and makes the play in the neutral zone. 17 again. I'm gonna go on a limb and say maybe 17 is Chief Jim Holzer. I feel so bad that we don't know which one he is.
And the number on the roster is 57, and there's a 7 there, so could be it.
Quite possibly. Here's a break the other way. Thomas catches up to it. Out in front. Good stick by Hunt to break up the play. But Thomas will hold and fire one. That's gloved and held by Fisher.
It's like Fisher just had his glove there ready, knowing where the puck was going to be.
It went right to it.
Right to him. Playing just, stick and catch.
It's like a homing beacon or something. Boom! Here's a shot missing from up high. You can tell we haven't done this in a while, folks. Puck is back down in the 7 Element end.
I've never done this.
That's true. You're not going to count the times you tried for Vanderbilt?
Oh, that's a little different.
That was the infancy of PBR.
It was. It's 8 years ago.
Frankenstein slapper blocked down. Looked like he was going to get the benefit of a deflection. Frankenstein, it's pushed past him, back to center. Scott Wren, that's taken away. 7 Element looking for 7. Medina, that's poked off his stick, and Frankenstein brings up. It's a 4-on-2 rush. Galvaca, looked like the play was offside, but they'll bring it in anyway. As Morsiglio gets swallowed up down low. Medina, the hand back for Bobby Brady. Popped it to the far side. Morsiglio back again to Brady. D to D. And a long stretch pass is going to go back for a no-touch icing.
I love no-touch icing.
It was either no-touch or the hybrid icing. I'm not quite sure, but close enough.
I hate hybrid icing.
Do you really?
I hate it with just go no-touch, blow the whistle, keeps players safe. Especially because even with the hybrid icing, you still have accidents happen, and then you have the judgment call being made by the official. Go no-touch. That's my opinion.
Rising backhander just missed. I will say, though, compared to the touch-up icing,
oh, gosh.
that already feels like dinosaur ages.
Remember 2-line passes?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I just became a fan in the last year of that. So I don't quite remember, to be honest. Breakout pass. Went off a high stick of a defender, and 7 Element comes in with Chris Doyle. Finds an opening and shoots. Blocker down by Fisher.
think 7L is playing more prevent right now because Nashville Fire seems to have a little more pep in their step. You absolutely need to have more pep in their step right now.
And they've got great goaltending all throughout the game. Nally, poked off. What will we see from 7 Element here? Down the left wing, crossing wide. Rosvold got around, centers, and it's knocked down. Good stick there. I believe that was O'Loughlin.
Nashville Fire's had plenty of great stick opportunities where they blocked up the passing lane, which has been fantastic for them.
But there you see, that was a 3-on-2 and another pass that was easily intercepted. We've seen a lot of those. They've had opportunities, but then I'm not going to quite say they've shot themselves in the foot, but they've fallen short of making the best of those opportunities. Circle shot that goes through the legs and in. Joe Rosvold down the left circle, and that's kind of been Fisher's weak spot. The puck brought down the left wing, and that one goes right in 5-hole, and 7 Element indeed has 7.
Just need Nashville Fire to get one here, man. Just 5:35
Just
left.
one.
Just one. Really need them to get one here. It's great for confidence and just for the sake of the game, too.
5:35 left. I think I tried to jinx the shutout, and it's not working.
You said it again. Let's see if it happens.
Shutout, 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 shutout.
Brian Bailey's going to come up here after the game and teach you some lessons.
Bring it on. Well, they're teaching some hockey lessons right now. 2-on-1, drag shot. Fisher got it. Kind of had to cradle the puck in between his glove and his hip on the shot that was taken by Chris Doyle. And 7 Element has exceeded 40 shots on net.
They've peppered Corey Fisher this evening. And this is in 12-minute periods, too.
Should we mention that your cat's name is Pepper? Is that where you got the inspiration?
No, that's a phrase.
I would say 7 Elements really blitzed up and down the ice.
Okay.
Here's a point-blank chance, turning out in front. The rebound opens up for the goal. Pellegrino on a great play made by Tantillo. He spun around in the crease and dished it right to the doorstep for Pellegrino. Number 8 gets goal number 8 for 7 Element.
Oh, that was good. That was great. I'm proud of you, Peyton.
That comes with 4:59 to play.
I'm just glad we're here for hockey, man, more than anything else.
Hopefully we get it back soon, too. That would be fantastic. I want to mention, too, man, it's been a rainy, nasty day. We hope all of you have been enjoying yourselves and staying safe wherever you are, but it has been just a drencher today.
Absolutely. Right after I watered the plants, too, it started raining. Because, of course.
Hey, at least you didn't have to hydroplane on the interstate.
Also true.
Here's Tantillo out of the left corner. Closed up on by Scott Wren. Fire Department caught back in their own end and another giveaway. This is hope. Taken off his stick by Lackey, but 7 Element retains right in front. A pad save off of Ricky Tantillo. Great stop by Fisher.
Fisher read that one. He got down, made the pad save, using the butterfly early on that one.
I gotta wonder how tricky it is for a goalie from a pass that goes from behind the net, how tough that might be to track. But Fisher really anticipated that one well.
Here we go.
Hunt shooting blocked. He's had the best opportunities, and it's been the galloper for Nashville Fire Department, but just can't find the back of the net. Frankenstein on the near wing, and the Fire Department get one. 3:33 to go in this game. Down the left side to get in, a chance just over top of the net. Looked like it went off a 7 Element stick in front and caused that puck to rise. Tantillo out of a dangerous corner, fed up for Medina, then on the wing for Thomas. Faked the windup, spun off of the puck, and brought back up again by O'Loughlin.
Completely stood up right there. He's going for the center.
O'Loughlin, oh, that's a step up. And a big-time shoulder check is down with O'Loughlin.
That's not supposed to happen, folks.
High shot gets knocked down as Brinkert let a long one go. Off the back of the cage. And Blaschick, I believe that's the first blatant body check that we've seen in this game.
It is, and it's definitely not supposed to happen. But both of them went down.
I think there was kind of a gentleman's agreement there. Frankenstein Good defensive play by Thomas. Brings it back up. Thomas, crisscross to the outside. Backhand pass, knocked down. And pushed beyond Brian Bailey. Lead pass out of the reach of Frankenstein. Is that his real last name? Come on.
Yes, I believe so.
Or is it Frankenstein?
Well, it depends if you're going for the real German or not, right? And here comes Bailey.
Down the wing, Bailey again, lifts leg and shoots, and that one just barely nipped the shoulder of Fisher and went over top of the net, not by much.
It's like he wasn't even trying on that one. Brian Bailey, come on, man.
I was trying to think of Mel Brooks. That was the name I was thinking of for Frankenstein. If you're Mel Brooks, it's Frankenstein for sure. 1:40 to go here, folks. So glad to have you with us on Penalty Box Radio as, again, we pay tribute to the lives lost on September 11, 2001. Nashville Fire Department and 7 Element as they got so close to a goal there.
Almost had one right there. Oh, my goodness.
Thaxton looked behind him, but it did not cross, and there's your no-touch icing with 1:17 left.
1:17 left. Nashville Fire just had a perfect opportunity to get the offensive zone face-off right now. Take advantage of that and get on the board.
Shot count, my goodness, 45-19 in favor of 7 Element. One of the last face-offs we'll see tonight. Right circle, it's one back by the Fire Department to Lackey. Drives it. Blocker save, rebound opened up, but unable to put his stick on it was Wren. And forced outside the line. Hustling to try to pick it up was Bailey. Nashville Fire takes it through center, pass just ahead of Tolan with under a minute to go. King had to wait for the onside. It's dropped back. Nally had to chase it over to the left wing and plant it back into the corner. Bobby Bailey, good crisscross to get out. It's a 3-on-2 for 7 Element here in the final minute. Brady into the slot. Bailey, a soft backhander, lands off a foot. 30 seconds to go. Lackey cuts left wing. Gets around Brady, goes to the corner. Lackey holds up. Dropped it down. Nally behind the goal, going to center in front. There's a chance off the stick of Wren. And that was really the Fire Department's last chance. 2-on-1 to end it here. Left wing, offside. Close, but
Keith Groom's making that call from the red line.
He's calling a tight ship here.
Yeah, he is.
9.1 to go.
I want to know how he saw it. Must be in the mustache.
He's had a lot to pay attention to, that's for sure. Face-off 1-7 Element. He'll drop it back and kill the clock. And the that was an own goal attempt there by Morsiglio. And that's a good way to end this one. 7 Element ends the game as victors on the final score, 8-0 over Nashville Fire. As again, we pay tribute to those lost on 9/11. A great hockey game, great back and forth, and surely great entertainment, Justin.
Definitely some entertainment. Just laughing how to make sure that Thaxton was still paying attention and taking a shot from his own teammate.
And sure enough, no jinx, he gets the shutout. So Jared Thaxton with 20 saves on the day, and again, 7 Element takes this game over Nashville Fire, 8-0. Now what?
Handshakes.
That was entertaining. I was wanting to see more, but
handshakes and then hand sanitizer.
Oh, for sure. No elbow bumps, people. They're going for it. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up here. Again, thank you, Justin, for joining on. Got to give props to Jonah Story for the camera work tonight. Flawless. And again, I'm Peyton Turnage. We thank you so much for being with us and for paying tribute to those we lost on 9/11. And again, we will never forget those lost in that fateful day. All of you, please stay safe. God bless you, and have a great rest of your evening.